Hello, my name is Yannick Benjamin. I am a proud hospitalian and I've been working in this wonderful industry of restaurants and hotels for well over 20 years. And so I'm just so excited about this project of Contento Restaurant. And I think it's in a great neighborhood, it's on a great block, and the concept of it is going to be very unique and very special, I think, for all. When you come in there, you're going to be greeted by an energy of love, an energy of just pure service, right? And I think sometimes we, in this day of age with restaurants or hotels, we focus too much on the aesthetics, or we focus too much on the food or on the wine program, but sometimes we just forget about that human element. But George and myself, I don't think there's any other restaurant, at least I can say in New York City, that are operated by two paraplegics. So that's what really makes it unique.
My name is George Gallego. I am a father, I'm a son, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a businessman. More importantly, I'm a social entrepreneur, which basically means that I find gaps that exist within society, gaps that are not filled by government, and we find creative ways to be able to fill those gaps and meet the needs of the people that we're trying to take care of and enhance their lives. So I felt that there was a huge opportunity in the making in this neighborhood alone. We lack in restaurants. There aren't that many restaurants here that don't cater to the Latino community. And I felt like, this was the perfect time to create something new.
In designing this restaurant and creating this restaurant, we wanted to make sure that Contento was barrier free, meaning that someone that's blind can come there and they'll have a menu that's in Braille. Someone that's in a wheelchair, but they don't want to sit in the dining room, they want to sit at the bar. They've got a good part of the bar where it's counter seating, so they don't feel like there's a high top or any of that nature. And of course, I had to ask the permission of my wife. At first, she was a little hesitant, but because she knows how difficult the restaurant business is because of her experience. But she saw in my eyes the desire and passion of wanting to do something that I believe in.
My name is Heidi Terzin. I'm Yannick Benjamin's wife, and I've been working in the hospitality industry for over 20 years. The past few months have been challenging, where we first got hit with the coronavirus, and going through the hard times of COVID-19, and Yannick being a paraplegic had a little more of a scare for me when he had it. Yannick then fractured his hip, which led to more unknown and just learning and understanding, and then now working with him, the physical therapy, and just being very mindful of his body and careful in how he stretches and exercises.
At about 5:30, I'm working out, doing an intense stretch, and I just hear the loudest pop. Unfortunately, I don't feel below my waist. It was pretty serious. I did a pretty good number on my hip, and they put some titanium and some screws, so my hip's in theory stronger than ever. But it takes some time, and I'm here home, and about 2 to 3 times a day I'm doing some intense workouts to get myself fully back.
Opening a new restaurant is challenging, just opening, but now we have to think about how to restructure the space. I think change is difficult for everyone, and everyone will have to adapt. And just from menus, maybe now people will be looking at their menus on their phone rather than in their hands.
Even before coronavirus happened, Contento always had the mission statement that we are going to provide a service to the community and also help those that are disabled and educate them and provide them with the resources where they can eat nutritiously and educate them on how to eat nutritiously. And that was always the mission from the beginning.
I love to cook through the seasons. I like to do rustic cuisine as well as high-end cuisine. No fine dining, but using very luxurious products, as well as using any vegetable that is available to me. Contento is gonna be a different experience in the neighborhood, not only for the passion of the hospitality we have, the passion for cooking we have, but our interaction with our community.
Also, for people, if they ever decided to work there, we would like to employ people with disabilities to come in there. And maybe they don't want to work there, but at least they can come in there and they can do a couple of shifts and get an idea of what it's like to work in the restaurant business or in the hospitality industry, because oftentimes people are not offered that kind of opportunity to intern.
We just here to create a little bit of accessibility for people who really could use it. Because when I wanted it, nobody was there for me. It was hard to reach out. You know, I'm extremely grateful that Yannick has given me an opportunity and has reached out to me and in a lot of ways has become a mentor for me. This really took an interest in wine because I saw it as a medium to end food insecurity, financial insecurity in my neighborhood. Because if I could get money doing it and I could stop selling drugs to start selling lobsters, to start selling bottles of wine, open that door and I'll leave it open for the next person to walk through it too. And that's what we about. That's what Contento's about. That's the mission, that's the goal. We want to make sure that we empower our community, that we are here to end food insecurity, and we are here to make wine accessible.
We faced a lot of challenges opening this restaurant. It's been a journey of over a year and a half, and it feels like sometimes everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. It's been taking, licensing, permits, all took longer, and we were just about ready to open right before COVID hit. So the fact that we had to pretty much stop, it really put us in a financial distress.
I'm sure growing up in New York, if you grew up in this town, you know people who live in a borough who seldom travel outside to even Manhattan, let alone downtown. So those are the people that we want to interact with. We want to show them like there's other opportunities, other things that you can do, other things you could be about, passion in those things, hopefully. This is an opportunity for you to engage directly to a very localized thing in New York City where you could support people who can find a new passion in their lives potentially.
Contento is not just a restaurant, but it's a community gathering place. My purpose of opening Contento is, yes, to serve great food and to serve great wine, but it has to have more meaning to it. And that meaning is to be able to serve those that have less than us, those that then do not have the privilege to be able to walk into a restaurant and spend the money that we can. I want this to be a place where people, particularly with disabilities, can come in and learn about food, learn about wine, and learn how to empower themselves to be better individuals. This is going to be a very special place. I ask you all, if you can, whatever you can give, it's going to go a long way to support the Contento project. $1, $5, pennies, it doesn't make a difference. I assure you it's going to go a long way, and it's going to be able to help so many individuals, and it's going to have a positive impact in the entire community of East Harlem and all of New York City. I thank you very much, and please be safe.